Now let's go to the ABC and diversity. They're hung up on this over at the public broadcaster. They love to focus on diversity up to a point. They're into woke diversity or superficial diversity. They're not into the diversity that really matters. Let me explain. They absolutely love stuff like this.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask you a question. Why are you the front person for this show? Like, why is it called Courtney Fact and not some pun on my name?
Well, Shane, I can't help it. Is it because the ABC doesn't have enough drag queens hosting shows? Are you a quota girl?
Why can't I be both different and the best person for the job?
Yeah, you can count on Auntie for the drag queen quota. And in their promos, this next one is terrific. You'll see all the ethnic diversity that makes this country great. Great, terrific diversity. We're all Australian, no problem with any of that, of course. Then it gets a bit irksome when you have graphics like this showing how many men, women and gender diverse people are on staff at the ABC. What proportion are LGBTQIA+? What proportion have disabilities or come from non-English speaking backgrounds and all the rest of it? Now, lots of companies have to include this stuff in their annual reports, so silly as it is, the ABC is not alone. But the ABC is worried about its own performance. Its Chief Content Officer, Chris Oliver Taylor, has sent an email to staff saying the ABC isn't doing well enough. The reality is, he says, we don't have enough colleagues that come from a diverse background joining the ABC, and we need to deliberately make that happen. Well, I don't know that any background is in itself diverse. I mean, we're all individuals, aren't we? But we get his point, I suppose. And this is my central point. I've been making this point for many years and the problem only gets worse. The ABC is obsessed with all the diversity that doesn't matter. We should care less whether someone is male or female, gay or straight. We should care less about their ethnic background or their skin colour. What matters is their quality as a person and in a workplace, how well they do their job. And at the ABC, what they desperately need is a diversity of ideas, a diversity of political perspectives. And the trouble at the ABC is that on this, there is no diversity at all. None. The organisation is full to the gunnels with green left activists, those presenters and journalists and program producers who do portray or betray their personal political disposition. Well, there's plenty of them. Well, they all sit on the ideological left. They're all of the green left. The ABC can't point to a full-time program host or senior producer or commentator whose political perspective is mainstream right of centre, let alone conservative. Half the population is ignored, and they wonder why the organisation is so far out of touch. The ABC is in breach of its charter because it lacks that objectivity and plurality, taking more than $1 billion a year and using it to push a green left agenda. Diversity in all the other areas is fine and good, of course. Variety is the spice of life. But ideological or political diversity in a public broadcaster is essential, and the ABC deliberately ignores it. It's not our ABC or your ABC. They think it's their ABC, and they're having a lend of us.